on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella of Rita, I do believe that worked. It is Arma's Heart of Influence. Come on now, Bella. Let's go do the things. We're exploring the superpower of integrous influence because all business is built on relationships. All relationships are built on shared experience. So this is quite efficient and amazing. Shared experiences get to meet new people that Arma put together. Bella, who's here?
John, we definitely have some growth-minded, heart-centered individuals here for Arma Fitzgerald's Heart of Influence. And first, Sean, coming from Denver, Colorado, this person might have been in the workspace last week. Owned her first business at 19, a restaurant, then went back to school for a master's degree. 2.5 decades later, retired, and then realized that leadership, team, and internal relationships was where she wanted to spend her time, advising, coaching, and guiding CFOs and CEOs focus on privately held business owners, causing greater impact for their organizations and the outcomes that they have in their industry and the world. Let's welcome to the show, Eva Sapo.
It's Eva, Bella?
Eva.
Thank you so much, Eva, for that. I had a little trouble hearing. My apologies. And Eva, Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than we speak for a year. So we kick this game off, Eva, with a fun fact. It's a headline, not a long story. Bella's got the gong show gong of Chuck Barris if we go into story versus headline. And it could be an adventurous headline or a proud headline or a shocking or surprising or funny headline or something combining all of those things or anything that would make us say, Eva, no way. Eva, please share a fun fact with us that would make us say, no way. Over to you.
I'm also a wedding officiant.
I
have married 3 couples in my lifetime.
That is amazing. That is a fraction of like Bella's family, how many times they individually get married. So that's amazing. Yes. So Eva, welcome to the party. Bella of Rita, we have a wedding officiant in the building that has married less people than some people have been married. Let's go.
That is true. She's married less people than my mom's been married. Because Next up from Dallas, Texas, a founder of strategic advisory firm dedicated to helping investors and CEOs build scalable, sustainable, and sellable businesses. Strong background in IT infrastructure, team development, and process optimization. Known for clear communications and a people-first mindset, a trusted partner transforming complex challenges into strategic growth opportunities. Let's welcome to the show, Terry
Good afternoon.
Terry, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, Arma style, and please, your fun fact.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a fun fact, but I was actually a novice. I was going to be a nun before I had children. So not a lot of people say, but yeah, I was going to be a nun. But now
That is
I do have
very true.
children.
I thought your fun fact was going to be you're a nun with children. That would be even more unique.
That would have been funny, but yes.
Yes. So Terry, warm welcome. And are you ready to have a
Thank
little
you.
fun today? Yes. Let's go. Bella Rita, Terry's ready. Come on.
Terry is ready. Roland from Alameda, California, trained as a child psychologist specializing in trauma and attachment transition from clinical work into leadership. COO for a notary firm for 5 years now, helping estate planning attorneys save 5 to 7 hours per case, streamlining the outsourced administrative processes, building a brand that revolutionizes the notary space, changing the way people work across all walks of life. Let's welcome to the show, Stephanie Rosso.
Stephanie, and warm welcome to Arma's Heart of Influence on this Thankful Thursday. And your fun fact, please.
So my first job was making 50 sheet cakes, right? Big sheet cakes of carrot cake for my mom's deli in Lake Tahoe, and I was 4 years old. So I started early.
Old making sheet cakes. That is a beautiful, fun story in Tahoe. Are you familiar with the North Ridge Ski Resort? North Star Ski Resort. Amazing. So recently was there. Loved the story. 4 years old. So cute, Bella Frida. Sheet cakes, except I'll take chocolate instead of carrot. But who cares? Let's go.
Let's go. Next up from Denver, Colorado, started a bone broth company incorporating the aspect of culture, flavor, and storytelling. Started only a few months ago, already expanding into stores, wholesalers, coffee shops, hotels, and athletic arenas. So hard to travel, not to lose your health and routine. This allows for protein to never leave your regimen and always keep health top of mind. Let's welcome to the show, Danielle Griffin.
Danielle, warm welcome to Arma's Heart of Influence on this Thankful Thursday.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And please, Danielle, your fun fact.
My fun fact is that I actually took part in the Guinness World Record for the world's largest waltz.
Whoa. And like, what was the
random.
size and scope of this waltz, Danielle?
I forgot. I think it was around 2,000 couples. Maybe they hit around like 4,000 or 5,000 people. I forgot. I was living in Italy at the time, and in Trieste. You can Google it. I forgot exactly the amount, but it was a few thousand people.
Oh, cool. And Danielle, I keep asking Bella if we could take waltz lessons, and she keeps not listening. So can you please cause a yes with Bella to begin to waltz with me, Danielle, please?
Oh, come on, Bella.
Come on,
I'll
Bella.
waltz with you anywhere, Sean. I will waltz
Let's
with
go.
you anywhere except for maybe the pizza shop. But next up, also from Denver, Colorado, wealth strategist, insurance, retirement, and tax planning expert in the financial space for almost 10 years, from consultant to manager to running her own advisory firm the whole time, impacting individuals, businesses, and entire organizations and industries with capital raises and expert guidance. Let's welcome to the show, Michaela Sullivan.
Michaela, please, your fun fact.
Hi, Sean. I have 5 cats, and I may be adding a dog to the mix soon. A beagle that lived its whole life in a lab, and my cats are going to teach the beagle how to be a dog.
This sounds like something Bella would come up with, Michaela. Warm welcome to Heart of Influence. Bella, don't get any ideas. Michaela, welcome. Bella, back to you.
Oh, I definitely got an idea or two, but I'll save them for later. Next up from Oklahoma City, started his law firm 2.5 years ago with 2 people, grown to 15 members, bringing in 2 million this year, primarily in business, immigration law, investors, entrepreneurs, and skilled professionals. Wants to reach 8 figures in the next 2 years, becomes more of an owner, supports his parents who invested so heavily in him, and build a legacy for his future and family. Let's welcome to the show, Jimmy Lai.
Hey everyone.
Jimmy, warm welcome, heart-centered share for sure. And Jimmy, welcome to the reverse of the Little Rascals He-Man Woman Haters Club of this day. And please, your fun fact.
Well, fun fact is I was briefly a monk for 10 days, and after experiencing that, I know I will never be a monk again.
Monks, we got nuns, we got cake makers, we got cats and dogs living together. Jimmy, this is an exciting day in the Heart of Influence. Warm welcome. Bella, in our 2000th episode overall, your 1700th episode, we are living in the space of spiritual breakthrough. Come on, Belle.
Spiritual breakthroughs are happening, and it's all happened because of one woman coming from Dallas, Texas, built up business in law, design, media, and healthcare, including a 5-star estate planning and asset protection law firm, licensed in 6 states, published author in Texas and International Bar Association, contributing thought leader in international law and estate law, nationally recognized artist, 35 plus years, exhibits and numerous awards in painting and design, a former university professor, and even began teaching art at 16, Miss International 2009, representing accomplished women all over the globe, and featured in national ad campaigns and TV commercials. Let's welcome to our show, Arma Fitzgerald.
Harper, you got a lot of identities out there in the world, starting with the brilliant mind as an attorney and all sorts of other amazing things. And thank you for causing these folks to come together today. Arma, and please, your fun fact.
So first of all, I have so many identities, but so far my most favorite is being unblinded because I'm enjoying it so much. It has opened the world of possibilities to me that I had to add. Since we have dogs and cats, I think we have to have some fish, right? So I had another fun fact, but I was like, no, I need to add a fish. So in my honeymoon, I became certified scuba diver in Jamaica within 3 days, and I got stung by a school of jellyfish the first day, where my whole body started bubbling up, and then I had to come up. They took me to the hospital. The ER doctor came, gave me a shot, knocked me out. The next morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I went back and I finished it. In the third day, I got certified. Yes.
Yes, that is absolutely outstanding. I hope you did not see Dr. No with James Bond and your husband on that trip. But yes, the jellyfish are bad. The scorpions could be even crazier. We've never seen Dr. No. It is definitely worth seeing and reading the original Ian Fleming version. Arma, we love and appreciate you, and thank you for being here today. And are you ready, Arma?
Yes, always.
Always. Bella Vrita, she's been doing the introducing. This extraordinary woman began her career in influence selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. As an 8-year-old, she progressed to being a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing by the age of 19. Like teenager, network marketing, 7 figures. Come on now. Bella Vrita did that. Then she's like, I could do a lot of things. So she started three-peating, but not like Michael Jordan in basketball. Instead, in business brokerage, it's a male-dominated industry. 24 years old, Bella Vrita was the first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker and youngest person to take this dude's, male or female, ever to do it at all. She begins to train Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2023, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. She's a skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. I'm pretty sure at like 7 a.m. this morning, it was YouTube, but we're back to being from a blind man. And in 2023, this extraordinary woman who is a philanthropist raising $10 million to charity the blinded, having written 2 books, publicly battled and defeated cancer. Resilient, inspiration, and on Arma's Heart of Influence, the woman that put the heart in it. Let's welcome to our show, the one, the only, Bella Bellarita. Bella, I'm still looking for my eyeball. And please, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact, since we got to tell so many Texas folks here today, is I am somewhere in the middle of Dallas, between Dallas, Texas, and Houston, Texas, because I left Dallas a little late today, driving to Houston to see my family for Easter, and I am like literally off the side of the highway, somewhere in between Dallas and Houston, with the cutest Doberman puppy in the background. That is my fun fact for today, Sean.
And yes, Emily, we love you. Bellarita, we love you too. And Bella, you ready?
I am ready, but let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He is only one of two attorneys to win two top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not a cool dude flying around speaking on stages of Fortune 25 companies, Fortune 15 companies, he is an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $2 million for charities in the last 2 years. That's a lot of twos going on. Let's welcome to the show my co-host, Sean Callaghy. Woohoo! Woo!
Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Alma, and a warm welcome to all in this Heart of Influence. And for today, I'm going to go with this as my fun fact. I'm a blind man that has taught people to ski, surf, and scuba dive. And yes, we have 100 plus person law firm. We have the largest filer of federal arbitration claims on behalf of neurosurgeons and spinal surgeons and all sorts of people. But I have declared as of this day to our 150 plus team members that we are now a technology company, launching the most powerful mechanism in AI and human influence, and soon we'll be utilizing it on the Heart of Influence just in the next couple of weeks. So Bellarita, that is my fun fact for today as we bring Bolt forward in the world. Bellarita.
I am excited for Bolt. You are an AI magician, and I cannot wait to see what happens. And shall we do the things?
Let's do the things. Bella, who's going first?
Ooh, I think Eva's ready to go first.
Eva, here's what we're doing. Yes, a lot of energy, a little bit of fun, maybe some more than that, but what we're really doing is exploring something so powerful and critical, Eva. We're exploring the superpower of integrous influence. Everything in our leadership, marketing, selling, managing, recruitment, fundraising, for profit, not for profit, everything happens in those categories and in every facet of our life after one word, and that one word is yes. So how do we cause yes, but not pitching, hooking, closing like we're in Wolf of Wall Street or Boiler Room? I don't know how you feel about that, but we're kind of like, yuck. But what does it look like when growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery come together and yes should actually happen? So to illustrate this, thousands of people have gone before you on the show. In fact, 8,000, Eva. And what they always do is have Bella be someone, an ideal client potentially, potentially an optimal fundraising partner for charity or otherwise. Could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett. Any conversation. It doesn't have to be a sale and it doesn't have to be a final yes. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. So Eva, who would you like Bella Barita to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Like her to be herself, a
Ah, she's a
business owner.
really hard time doing that, but I think she can give it a shot. Bella, you're you.
Me. Hello, this is Bella. Good to see you again, Eva.
Hi, Bella.
How are you?
Great.
What can I do for you? I only had a couple minutes. I knew you were gonna be calling, but unfortunately gotta run shortly. So what can I do for you?
So, Bella, we talked before about you being a business owner and all the work that you have done with business owners and for yourself. I have a question for you. Who holds you accountable?
I would say my entire team holds me accountable.
What are your big goals for this quarter? We're just beginning quarter two. What are your big goals?
I would say, our big goal, because it's not just me, it's the entire team, And I would say our biggest goal right now is to increase our membership by at least 25%.
How are you doing towards that goal right now?
We are doing phenomenal. We will probably exceed that goal by a good amount. You know, we've created a new technology. I brought in some new teammates, and we are on an incredible trajectory this month. In one of our companies and one of our branches, we're probably going to hit 5 million this month. So we are exceeding our targets.
Awesome. That's lots of good positive stuff going on. Tell me, is there anything you can pinpoint that isn't going as well as you would like?
No, I mean, we've just created a new technology. I think maybe we've got some challenges with team members, but what company doesn't have that? I think that would be probably our only challenges as we're innovating is, we don't want to get rid of team members, but we've got to innovate on their jobs as well.
The challenges that you're having within the team members, what if you weren't having those challenges? How could it change the business?
I'm not sure because I think you're always going to have, some challenges with team members and innovation. And I think our biggest challenge is, we just as we innovate and as we have new technology, it eliminates the need for some jobs, but we don't want to eliminate those people. So it's just finding new ways to optimize their roles so that we don't have to get rid of them because that's just not how we like to do things. But I got like 20 more seconds and I gotta run. What can I do for you?
Bella, you said I think those challenges are always there. Could you imagine a world where those challenges don't exist between team members?
I mean, I'm certainly sure it's possible, but I don't think that is reality when you're running a multi-million dollar organization, because human beings are human beings.
I guess I'm out of time.
Well,
No,
I
go
don't.
finish. What do you got? Good. What do you have from there, Eva?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just
yeah, I got this. I got this. So Eva, you have some really great questions, but I'm still not sure like what it is that you do. And so, can you just give me like how long? Because you've been into the space, we've bumped into each other a couple of times. I would love to have a bit of a longer conversation. Could you just like in 10 seconds, tell me what it is that you do, and maybe we can have a little bit longer of a conversation.
Well, one of the things that I do is work with business owners to ensure that everything is running in alignment and that the challenges that I'm not sure what exactly they are, but the challenges that you're talking about do not exist in a company. And if they are, they're healthy for their building. And if I can show you a way where you can turn those challenges into opportunities for yourself and your team, would you be interested in working with me?
I mean, if you can turn challenges into opportunities, I definitely want to have a little bit longer of a conversation and see what it looks like. So maybe we can chat over coffee. Maybe you can come by the work spa next week when I'm back.
Sounds great. Count me in.
Awesome. Great job, Eva.
Yeah, great
Was
job,
that
Eva.
a yes? Did she say a
Yeah,
yes? Was that a
he
yes?
did. That's a yes,
Yes.
Eva. That is a yes for sure. Great job. Coming back. Bella Rita, who's following up Eva?
Following up Eva, we got Terry.
Terry, who would you like Bella Rita to be?
I would like Bella to be a single mom, but she also works as a nurse. And she was introduced to me and referred to me by Arma.
Nurse Bella, Nurse Bella, calling Nurse Bella.
Hello, this is Nurse Bella.
Hey Bella, good afternoon. It's so nice to talk to you again. I know that we're introduced by Arma. Remember Arma, right?
I do remember Arma. She's fantastic.
Yes, I love her. I really appreciate all the referrals that she sends my way. And I know we have a very limited time today, but she also mentioned that you're looking for financial services, but most specifically life insurance, because as a nurse, you see the value of it. And a single mom, you want to make sure that your family is protected. So I would like to know, have you ever talked to anybody before about these services prior?
I've dabbled. I've talked to a few people. It's kind of one of those things. It's like I feel like I should do, but like then it ends up falling. The kids get sick, or they've got dance, and it just keeps falling further and further down like the checkbox list.
Yeah, I know. I totally understand. But I'm so glad that you're already doing your estate planning with Arma. We always say that's a total foundation of everything that we do. But obviously, as a single parent and as a nurse that you see every single day, you see it that, life expectancy, it does not discriminate anybody. And that's why you ask Arma about life insurance, right? And understanding your finances. So I would like for you to see what would be the options are, since you have not really looked into the options and you've dabbled into it. How about let's get together at another time, look at the analysis and see what's the right insurable need for you, and then we'll go from there. So would you be more available on a weekday or a weekend? What would you say?
I usually have Thursdays off. So how
Thursdays
about
off?
Thursday would be a good day?
Thursday, okay. So you work during the day? Are you PM, morning, or knock shift in the
Thursdays
evening?
I'm off.
Oh, sorry. You're right. You're off. So mornings or afternoons? What would be best?
How about let's do something Thursday morning? Ideally after the kids have had breakfast, and maybe I could put on the TV for them.
Okay, so it seems like after like around 9 or 10?
That works perfect.
10? All right, so I'm gonna send you a Zoom link. Zoom will be okay, right? So I'll make sure that I see you on Thursday. I'll have everything ready for you. But just to give you options, can I please have your age? I know she said you are super young, but I couldn't tell. So,
She's
but
23.
23. All
So
right.
she's ready to
Okay,
go.
23. So I'll make sure I have everything ready for you, but I'll definitely see you on Thursday at 10 a.m.
10
Sounds
a.m.
good?
Awesome. I'll see
Take
you
care.
then.
I'll see you then.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Terry, Eva, great work. Belle Rita, feedbacker time.
Feedbacker time. This is the time for the judges that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Eva or Terry, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like a little next step. Is that next step a little cup of coffee? Is that next step maybe a meal? Or is that next step maybe getting on a private jet because you want to have so much time, and like a meal and a cup of coffee would not do it justice. So let's kick it off with Michaela. And Michaela, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eva, please?
Eva, okay, so I felt like that was really hard. I was like, just Bella, I thought that it was really hard to talk to you, like from Eva's perspective. So I think, Eva, you did a great job being really persistent. And when I felt like there were roadblocks, you were really good at bringing in another question to move the conversation forward. And then the one I think thing that I would have done differently is kind of at the end there, like really trying to go in and get her commitment to have a second call, because she kept saying, I only have like 20 seconds. It's only this, it's only that. And then it's kind of like, okay, well, let's find a time when when you have more time and we can dig in a little bit further.
Yeah.
You killed it.
Michaela, awesome work. And thank you. Great job. Belle Rita, Michaela's on the board with feedback. Come on.
Michaela's on the board. Let's go. Stephanie. Stephanie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Terry, please?
I thought that Terry asked some good questions and was engaging. I think she moved quickly to how is this important to you? And really engaged with a follow-up. And I mean, she got to a yes of a meeting with a very busy person. So I think she was able to prioritize and understand why this is important, bringing in her profession.
Awesome work, Stephanie. We appreciate that for sure. Belle Rita, we're rolling.
We are rolling. Next up, let's go Danielle. Danielle, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eva, please?
For Eva, I thought it was really, I think you did, like Michaela said, you did a good job at like directing the conversation in a really confident way. So I thought that was really good. I think maybe, I don't know, if anything, the intro could be a bit tightened. Maybe like a one-liner that kind of just gets directly to the point. But I thought overall it was really good and you would have sold me. So
Nice. Thank you for that, Danielle. We have a yes, Bella Rita. Come
We got a
on.
yes. Let's go, Jimmy. Jimmy, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Terry, please?
I think Terry did a really good job with building the rapport right away and mentioning Arma as the mutual connection and then asking the questions and finding out what your exact needs are, and then at the end really doing a really good job nailing down a follow-up time, because she wasn't getting to a yes right away, but at least she got you to a yes to a second meeting, and then to nail down it's a Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, and I think she did a really good job there.
Nice, Jimmy. We appreciate you. Bella Rita, we have some heart-centered but masterful feedbackers today. Please.
That we do, and we were rounded out with Miss Arma Fitzgerald. Arma, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eva, please?
First of all, Sean is because they're my guests.
That's true, Arma. That's true, Arma.
They're selected. It wasn't just anybody.
Yes.
So mine for Eva, right? Am I right, Bella?
Yep.
Yes. So I have to agree. The questions, I love the questions that Eva asked because they're open-ended questions, which made you, even though you said I don't have enough time, but it made you engage more, share more information, and create that communication, open up that communication. However, it could have been, I also agree, and I think she already knows it. It could have been tighten the questions, and maybe she could gently interrupt you when you were just thinking and you're not sure, and then continue the conversation, knowing that she only had 3 minutes, and get to the point, which she did at the end. So just time-wise, managing the question, knowing when to ask the open-ended question and when to ask a yes/no question. I think that's the only thing that was missing. The rest of it, she was confident, and I love the questions. They were professional questions that a knowledgeable person would ask. Sorry, I ran out of time, but I just see, I ran out of time.
Arma, beautiful feedback. And now I'm out of time because this woman, Bella Rita, is going to put me on the hot seat, Arma. Please make her be nice. Yeah, I get a lot of intensity coming my way. Come on, Bella.
That is very true, Arma, as you know, and for everyone, this is the time in the show that I get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I've been cooking up the scenario since the show started, and ultimately, Arma, you get to decide what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about the scenarios, or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready?
I am ready. Bella, just give me the hardest one. You and I know we should go for the hardest one.
Okay, well then I will narrow down to two and let you decide. So one is Sean could role play Daniela going from hello to yes with the food decision maker at Whole Foods to get her bone broth into Whole Foods. So that would be option number one. And then option number two would be a reverse role play with Eva going from hello to yes with DCP Partners, which is a petroleum service located in Denver, Colorado, which is a second largest privately held company in Denver, Colorado, going from hello to yes with them, with their CEO to offer her services. So those are the two options I have for you today.
Well, Eva's situation sounds harder. I'd like to give you a hard time. Love you, Sean.
Okay, so who would you like to play the CEO
You're a traitor.
of
traitor.
DCP Partners? Who would you like to play the CEO, Arma?
Oh, I like.
Who do you think it would be the toughest on Sean?
Come on!
Tougher for Eva.
I mean, I go for Eva.
Eva, would you like to play the role of the CEO of DCP Main Partners?
Or do you want to reverse it? You want Sean to play it?
No, Sean's gonna play Eva.
Yeah, I kind of want Bella to do it. Let's do a Bella versus Sean.
Well, we'll have somebody else. We'll have somebody else here play that role. So, Arma, do you want to choose somebody else?
Uh, okay, Jimmy, you're up.
All right, Jimmy. So, Sean, you are playing Eva. You're going from hello to yes with Jimmy, who is the CEO of DCP Service Partners, which is a petroleum service company.
And the yes I'm seeking from on Eva's behalf is to have a follow-up conversation about optimizing culture, people. Like, what's the yes?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So, hello is how about your Mr. Smith, Jimmy? Hello, is Mr. Smith available?
Um, no, Mr. Smith is in a meeting currently.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Eva. And I'm sorry, with whom am I speaking?
Uh, you're speaking with Jimmy?
Oh, hey, Jimmy. I had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today with Mr. Smith. Do you think he might be available, or should we reschedule?
Okay. Well, let me check his calendar and maybe he might be, uh, maybe something came up. Let me check his calendar. It looks like, yeah, he's still in the meeting for another 10 minutes. And if I may ask, who are you calling with again?
Yeah, this is Eva. We were calling on behalf of my XYZ Corp, and we had scheduled a meeting. I think it was with you, Jimmy. And I had met Mr. Smith at an event, and we definitely had a 3-minute call scheduled. In fact, I have my confirmation here from yesterday with you.
Well, I
So,
apologize about that. And yeah, I'll take unfortunately he's not available, but I can take the information on his behalf. And he
oh,
trusts me
sure.
with the, so yeah,
Okay.
we can proceed.
Well, you know what? So Jimmy, then let me ask you this question. What prompted you to say yes, or Mr. Smith to say yes to this conversation in the first place?
I think he's looking at some growth opportunities and some optimizations within the organization. And when you presented that, some of the solutions, it intrigued him, and I think that's probably why he said yes to the 3-minute meeting. But as he's a busy person, so sometimes some things come up, and
Sure, of
unfortunately,
course.
he needs to attend
Oh
to
yeah,
other things. But
and
fortunately,
so Jimmy, what do you do with the company?
oh, I'm basically his executive assistant. I take care of
Amazing.
all his needs and his scheduling and helping him with gathering the data and the information so he can make the best informed decision for the company.
So essentially, you're like the co-CEO. Is that what I'm hearing? So I did watch Iron Man, and so
Unofficially, yes,
yes,
unofficially.
that's awesome. And what matters to you? You know, how the ultimate mission, vision, purpose of the company from his perspective, your perspective. Because I'm certainly not here to pitch anything, Jimmy. I'm here to do a quick discovery of what was that pain point that really had Mr. Smith saying he wanted to have a conversation. I hear the growth. But even before the pain point, what's the ultimate vision, Jimmy, of what you find folks are looking to create?
I think the ultimate vision is creating a culture of A players within the organization, and having people really enjoy their work. And so I think that's what Mr. Smith is most looking forward to, is creating a great culture and great work environment for our
Sure.
team.
But yeah, but why? Like, why do you guys really care about that? I agree, by the way, that that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
But I'm curious as to the why behind it. Is this are you in a real growth trajectory right now? Is it more we want to stabilize and really form culture, take a breath and protect what we've built? Where are things now and where are they headed?
Yeah. I think things have grown quickly, and so that's why we're wanting to kind of growth is still in our mindset, but we want to kind of recollect and make sure that we have a stronger base and foundation before we move things to the next level. And we'll make sure that, sometimes when organizations they grow quickly, things crumble fast as well. So we want to make
Sure.
sure that there's a solid foundation, and it's really important to have a great work environment and great foundation so that, we can provide better service to our shareholders and clients.
Yeah, awesome. So Jimmy, from that place, I know we're close to time and the final 30 seconds so we have. Could I share a couple quick things that may or may not resonate with you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. So again, my name is Eva. Well, my job and work in the world is to bring culture, of acceleration, culture of groundedness, culture of retention, depending upon where an organization is. And one of the foundational concepts that with the hundreds of companies that I've worked with Jimmy, and I have dozens of references of hearts and minds that we've blown in the truth that we've created, because there's so many people out there in the coaching and training space. What differentiates me and what we're up to in my enterprise is we produce results. And we produce results because it's not an off-the-shelf dynamic. Where an entity is in its cultural trajectory is critical to understand. And of course, the people that could be quick starts, for example, to help a company like take off, those might not be the people that are going to help the company move to the next level, because those folks like to start stuff. Or we can put people into lanes and verticals that'll keep them growing, keep them accelerating, moving forward. So my simple point is, what I'm proposing, Jimmy, from a place of mastery and expertise, as I said, with references of companies that are exactly your size, and of course, companies bigger and a little smaller as well, but dozens within your size and scope and vertical. We're here to do a discovery conversation. Now, this isn't like, oh, let's sit down and just sort of do a kumbaya session, but let's really understand what's happening with the folks. And what I propose to you is a 1 hour session with Mr. Smith and yourself to really on Zoom to discover what's happening. And then either on Zoom, a follow-up with you or the entire team to discover like what's up for them. Not to create problems, not to create tension, not to create any of those things. But before we even get that far, I'm simply proposing that we would have a 15-minute meeting, perhaps, unless you're ready to go, with you and Mr. Smith, so we could really identify how unacceptable it is where things are and how much excitement and energy there is to create something new going forward. So from that place, I'm happy to do the 1 hour with simply you and Mr. Smith, or the 1 hour with you and everyone, or it's the 15-minute to really dial in on more of how we do what I'm articulating. So Jimmy, how would it resonate with you or not to have at least that 15-minute follow-up conversation, or more potentially? Please, Jimmy.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. What you described is perfect, and I think that's what we're as an organization looking for. So what I'll do is make sure that Mr. Smith clear a 1 hour schedule, and then make sure that he attends that. And I'll also have assign a high-level executive to be in that room as well in that meeting, so that things can progress faster.
Cool. Well, thank you for that, Jimmy. And shall we set that time up now? Dot, dot, dot. Yes, have a blessed day. So out of roll, thank you for that, Jimmy. Come back in a second. But Eva, thank you so much for jumping into the participant seat today. Not an easy place to be. Did a wonderful job. Thank you for letting me be you. And Eva, how did I do as you? And how was your time overall on Arma's Heart of Influence, Eva?
Very good. Thank you for showing me from your perspective how that would be done. I love that. I love the components too that you dropped in of there's hundreds and hundreds of coaches around us, but there's a reason why it's a $20 billion industry.
So, well, I appreciate that. And how was your time overall today on the Heart of Influence?
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you for sure, Eva. Michaela, thanks for kicking us off in the feedbacker seat. And I could feel the presence, the energy, the mastery of the feedback that you were dishing out. And how was your time today, Michaela, on Arma's Heart of Influence?
It was great. It's so nice to meet everyone.
Well, thank you very much. And what was your biggest takeaway from today, Michaela?
I loved watching all of the role plays and just seeing, like, I feel like there were just roadblocks put up for everyone at every turn, and the way that they persisted and pushed through and continued the questioning without losing confidence. I think I personally can get a little flustered in situations like that, and I'll be like, So it was great to see and definitely learn from it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Michaela. And Jimmy, thanks for giving me a hard time. Mr. Smith wasn't available. All the great things, great
Yeah,
feedback,
that
great
was
job.
I apologize. That was my misunderstanding.
No. Jimmy, you
I
did it.
forgot I was playing Mr. Smith. So I was like, oh no.
No, you made Bella happy. You did a fantastic job. So Jimmy, how was your time today on Arma's Heart of Influence?
No, I feel like it's a really interesting experience. I was on Hussey. I didn't really know much coming into this thing, but I really enjoy watching all the role plays, how people, get to the yes, and especially when I threw that at you unexpectedly and you overcame that and then really got them, Mr. Smith's assistant Jimmy to to kind of listen to you and then book a 1 hour appointment.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. You're doing a wonderful job. And Bella, please.
Yes, let's go to our other participant who did a fantastic job. Terry, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It's such a great experience to really see how you did the role play because I have a team that I need to train better with role playing. So I think that was a great learning lesson or like a teaching opportunity for me. So I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, really did a wonderful job, Terry. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Bella Rita.
Let's go with I was hoping by the end of the show it would be so good that we would get a sheet cake out of the deal. But Stephanie, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? Oh, you're muted.
There we go. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting everyone and seeing lots of different perspectives, right? Whenever we can learn about people from different backgrounds and what they're working on, I think that's really exciting. And always good to see how we can weave and connect with people to get to where they're excited about learning more about what we do.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Stephanie. And yes, let's go with some sheet cakes. Bella Rita, come on.
Let's go with some sheet cakes, and I'm going to go to the woman who says she sells bone broth, but I'm pretty sure her shelf is full of tequila. Behind her, I'm not quite sure. If I had the choice between tequila and bone broth, I'm not so sure which one I would choose in the moment. But Daniela, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. I used to work for Moet. Oh, it's over here. Moet Hennessy. So I have a lot of like just collection of bottles from them. But no, it was really good. I think it was really interesting just to hear everyone's pitches. I get nervous when I'm pitching for myself. So it was great to see how everyone brought in just like listening first to what the other person was talking about with their business, and then being able to lead that into like a real conversation with empathy and being able to create those connections. So I think I got some good takeaways for being able to pitch myself in the future.
Awesome. Thank you, Danielle. Appreciate that, which leads us to the woman, Bella Rita, that made this all happen. Arma, please. Thank you. And your final.
First of all, I'm so grateful for each one of you for accepting to join my Heart of Influence, the Fireproof Founders Edition today. It was great to have you, love listening to you, and I felt like I know each one of you, but I learned more about you. So, and thanks for participating. Jimmy, thank you for just jumping in and just being a great player. It was awesome. I had a great time as always, Sean, and thank you and Bella for creating and making this opportunity happen for me to invite these amazing individuals to a show, have fun, learn something about more than several things about each other, but also learn more about how to become a master at what we do.
Yes. Thank you for that, Arma. And everybody definitely connect with each other and definitely connect with Arma. This is a master with huge heart right there. So thank you for that, Arma. And a couple of quick gifts for everybody here today. We have our group influence textbook. And suffices to say that there is nothing like it on earth. Big statement, but I've read everything and this doesn't exist. That's why we wrote it, because the space of influence is so fundamentally misunderstood. And it isn't like that influence creates a linear differential. There's some reason, some way that somebody like Oprah Winfrey or Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or Warren Buffett or multi-billionaires, like there's some way and something that creates exponential differences like that and is influence and where you apply it. So our group influence book is here as our gift to you. And exercise in the chapters, it should be something that is like by your bedside nightstand, as opposed to edutainment, as I like to say, as we read all these books and we're inspired and who moved my cheese and all these wonderful things that come and go. But what is the foundation of it all? Of course, it's group influence, number one. And number two, like where do you apply that group influence? Well, we have AI powered sessions now. Where you get together and we have a conversation and we have a formula, a mechanism that's permitted me and tons of people that I've worked with to create exponential accelerations in their businesses. And we have that for you as our gift also, thanks to Arma. So group influence book, AI-powered session with masterful human, that's going to look at where you're at and where you can go with the power of an expansionality of group influence. So, Bella Verita, please, over to you.
Yes, I have witnessed this technology firsthand. And if you're looking for exponential growth, definitely have that session. It will blow your mind. Never seen anything like it. Just for the pure, just woe-ness of it and seeing something that has not been done, I would definitely take that session and download that book because why not? But thank you all for being here. And the purpose of being on the show is to definitely connect with each other. Obviously, you could do business together. Obviously, there's some potential for ecosystem merging. So definitely have that conversation with each other and with Arma and Sean. Back to you.
Yeah. So we end every show by saying this. First of all, thank you, Orma. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Belverita, outstanding and masterful job as always. And I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm certain of one thing. And the thing I'm certain of is the possibilities for exponential acceleration so often sit right in front of us. But unfortunately, Belverita, at some level, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Great job, Armin. Thank you all.